Welcome to your Sunday message. Probably not fair to say Sunday morning anymore, since traveling and other things has me off schedule and I'm not able to deliver them to you by 10 o'clock in the morning, which has always been our goal. Nevertheless, thank you for viewing. Thank you for being here. Very quickly, the subject is going to be about how to handle life whenever it's completely overwhelming. Over here on the YouTube side, we're going to talk about things to remember. On the Patreon side, we're going to talk about things that you can put into practice. Just like the rest of you, I get completely overwhelmed. Sometimes it feels like on a regular basis. So what, if anything, can we do about it? Three quick things, easy to remember. I'm sure that you already know it, but it won't hurt for you to be reminded at least one more time. Number one, when it comes to feeling overwhelmed, many times I feel overwhelmed because I feel like failure is not an option. The reality of it is that failure actually is an option. Failure is an option because life isn't perfect, and this quest for perfection that people like me, and maybe like you as well, find ourselves on is absolutely unreasonable. If you're a people pleaser like I'm a people pleaser, then you quest after perfection. It matters to you that everyone thinks that you are the best at anything that you set out to do. But that just overwhelms us. That builds up an expectation that is just not natural and many times unobtainable. So, number one, remember, failure is an option. But why is failure an option? Failure is an option because life goes on. Life will go on beyond that project. Life will go on beyond whatever great anticipated idea that we have placed out in front of us. I know that I've got a lot of work in my day job ahead of me, and I try very hard to get it all as exactly right as possible. But if I don't, yes, I may not get paid. Yes, I may struggle to pay some bills. There may be a lot of uncomfortable and negative consequences. But the reality of it is, life will go on beyond that point. Maybe what you're struggling in is your relationship. As painful as it is to lose relationships and to have to move beyond certain relationships, the reality of it is, life still goes on. Third, probably more important than anything, is to remember that all of these priorities that we have swirling around in our minds, creating extra stress and causing us to feel this sensation of being overwhelmed because these things are so important and we must get them done. It's really just brain chemistry. The brain chemistry can change just a little bit, and not only what we feel is important at that moment, but how we feel about our lives and whether or not we even feel overwhelmed anymore or not is completely affected by brain chemistry. So, those three things, once again, failure is an option because life will go on, and just remember it's all brain chemistry regardless of how important we make it out to be in the moment. We're going to talk about practices, things that we can do in our daily lives to make our lives less overwhelming over on the Patreon side. If you're not a patron, then I ask you to please come take a look at patreon.com/JerryDeWitt. Regardless, thank you. Subscribe, if you will, to our YouTube channel. But no matter what else you choose to do today, be brave.